Good evening, my fellow doTERRA leaders in Philippines. I'm Sihan from Malaysia, and I'm really honored to be given the opportunity to actually share my little insight about how to cultivate good team communication in this Let's Talk doTERRA leadership training organized by Philippine Account Management Team. Actually, being able to share my experience in this topic to all of you is already a very good example of good team communication, because without an excellent communication between Philippine account management team and the accounts management team in Malaysia, this would not have happened. So you can see that it's very important to have a good communication. So thank you to all of the account management team for their great effort and finally create such a good training session for all the leaders. All right, so let's start on today's topic, cultivating good team communication. I would like to first emphasize that communication is one of the important things that we must have to help setting a direction and also the team structure for all the leaders. Without these, my organization will not be able to pass down all the important information to each and every one of the members, be it a new or old existing member. So without information passing down, without good communication, then it will be challenging for leaders to actually grow. Actually, so it is important that you have a good communication skill. Okay. However, there are many challenges that I faced since I started my journey with doTERRA in 2015. Okay, over the years, I realized that one of the most challenging factors that affect the communication flow is the mindset of the person or the leader. So working with people is part of the things that we do daily basis. And I realized that different people basically have their own mindset, and they have their own experience in life. But to have an effective communication, we need to first ensure that all these people, okay, start with one thing. That means we need them to have open mind. Without open mind, then it's rather difficult because everyone comes from different background. So I feel that it's very important to start, at least make sure that all the members have the correct mindset. We want to first ensure that all the members or the targeted audience are ready to learn. Because if they are not ready to learn, it is actually difficult. You know this story about empty cup mindset when you go for some training or learn to learn something. So when you go for this training, you should actually have an empty cup mindset. That means you don't want to use whatever you have learned before to start to judge, okay, or you have perception, that means pre-perception, that means you have the perception of whether what you are going to learn today is good, no good, all this. You shouldn't have that. You basically need to have an empty cup mindset. That means when you go for some training, okay, just listen and learn from whoever is actually sharing with you. Okay, when we meet someone, you have to think this way. This is the mindset that we need to actually make sure that all these people that you share with them, they have this kind of mindset. That means when you meet someone who is going to share something with you, the first thing you want is basically think that what I can learn from this person, how I can benefit from talking to this person, listening to this person, okay? Rather than have judgment on certain people, whether he's good, he's not perfect. This is most of the issue faced by a lot of people because they like to judge people. Unfortunately, this is the trend of a lot of people in this world. Because when you see something in Facebook, you see some news in your social media, chances are people tend to actually like to comment and start giving whatever thought or opinion that a person have on that issue. But to actually learn from someone, we need to let the person complete the whole thing. Then we will think about it and decide whether it's really good or whatever this person is sharing is correct. Then we will decide what we should actually learn from this person. So it's very important to have that mindset. So what we need to do is we want everyone to be ready to learn and with an empty cup mindset. So what are the tips to effective communication with my team? The question asked in this topic. As a leader, we need to first learn to be a good listener. Okay, we need to actually understand the needs and the challenges of our team, our leader, our member. Okay, by this way, once we know them well enough, okay, it's easier for us to target certain issue or answering the question that they have in mind. So most of the time, when I actually share with the leaders, I want to make sure that the information that I have got to flow down properly, okay, to every single one of these people. When they already have the mindset, okay, when we listen to what they need, then it's easier for us to actually share with them the information that we have, okay? For the leaders, okay, for the leaders or your own team, for me, I always have a periodic meeting with the team. Why we need to do so, okay? Because we can monitor the progress of the team, okay? If we are short of information, we can continue to actually feed them with information that they need. And we work together helping them advance, okay? And we help them to achieve what they want. Okay, that's important because sometimes we tend to actually give them a lot of information, but maybe certain people may not be ready at that moment. So when we want to have effective communication and passing down of proper information to each individual, we must make sure that we know what they need, what they want to achieve. Then we start work with them, helping them to achieve their target. Okay, everyone has their own target and has their own needs. Okay, so when they actually join us, we need to actually understand them well enough, okay, so that we can actually help them. Okay, the next thing I would want to share, effective communication. I have something that I feel that all leaders must have, okay? And I think it is important for us as a leader to be willing to lead by example. What do you mean by lead by example? Basically, we ourselves should be always learning new things. Okay, so personal development is important for us. That means our knowledge, our capability to lead, we need to constantly make sure that we continue to learn. Okay, and by doing so, we lead by example, we guide the team leader to learn, and then this we should make it as part of the process of making them a successful leader. So lead by example is also one of the key things that I would want to share. All right, so next, let me just share with you the approach that I actually use to actually have this effective communication. I would actually break it down to a few different parts. Okay, we have a new member, different category, I'm sorry. We have new member, we have sharers, we have builders, and we have leaders. So to me, the important thing that you must do with the new member is the wellness consult. Okay, you can go and Google doTERRA wellness consult. You can get the form from our website. Basically, that wellness consult form is a process where you need to go through with the new member. Okay, this is basically to understand what is their need. All right, this is for a new member. We need to know what they want so that we can help them by giving them, feeding them the information that they need. So we won't waste time telling them too many things and overwhelm them, okay, to make them stressed. All right, for sharer, the second one, basically, I would say I would actually share product information, and I would guide them on how to actually make use or to get the resources needed to share with other people. Okay, most of the resources we can actually get through our own website. All right, so this is the important part where we need to guide them to actually find these resources. The third one will be the builders. Builders, I will normally talk to them personally. Okay, this is to understand their goals and guide them to achieve their target. Of course, there are many ways and program. Yes, there are many programs that we can actually use to help them to achieve their target. All right, so like 6 months to elite, 3 months to elite, the program how to be successful leader, all this, there are programs that we can actually follow. Okay, but as a builder, we really need to understand what is their goal, what are they trying to achieve. All right, for leaders, the last one, basically we will have regular meeting. To me, for my core leader, okay, my meeting will basically focus on strategic planning and helping them to guide all these builders and the sharers on what they should do. So the focus will be on strategic meeting. So when we share and we communicate with all these people, they are all different category. So we will actually focus on individually. Okay, this group new member, we actually understand their need through wellness consult, feed them information, how to use essential oil. Sharers, we tell them where to get the resources to share with people. Builder, we need to understand their goal and we guide them. All right, and leaders, we will have regular meeting for strategic planning. All right, So this is the communication approach that I will do for my downlines in different level. Okay. The next one, how do I groom or develop my leaders to communicate with the downline effectively? So basically, very importantly, I want to share one important thing that you must possess. Okay. You must build the trust within the team. Okay. And also to whoever is sharing or building in your own team. All right. You must make sure as a leader, you must make sure that, okay, another key thing. Okay. The first one is trust. The second one is take the responsibility and make sure, okay, this leader have the proper mindset. This leader must really know the culture of the company, okay, where we want to do things properly. We don't do funny things trying to cut short whatever way to achieve certain target for yourself. Okay, we do it properly. I remember our founder, one of our founder executive, Corinne Lilly, which he said that we will, for doTERRA, we are giving the best and helping the most. That is the mindset that we do want to make sure that all leaders have this mindset. So this is the way to make sure that we can be successful. At the end, we follow the culture of the company. Okay, these are the things that I will share with my leaders. This is how I develop and I groom my leader. I want every single one of them to have a proper mindset. Do you think that there are business impact or having a good team communication? Of course, it's very, very important to have a good team communication, because without that, okay, every organization or team, they will have issues when they start to grow. So when I started my team was small when we started. It's very easy to actually do one by one. I meet every single one of my member, okay, one by one. But as time passed, and then our team actually grow, we actually must make sure that we have a system to actually pass down all these important message and information. So I have actually made sure that all my builders, of course, and my core leader know what they need to do to actually share the information down to every single one of the members. And of course, information also to any of the customer that all these member or the leaders have. So I think leaders, okay, must know their responsibility. And at the end of the day, to me, it's very important that they embrace the company's culture. All right. I think the time is almost up. So thank you very much again for listening to me. And I want to thank the company for giving me this opportunity to share here. And I hope the information that I share today will actually help you to have an idea on how to actually have a good communication, okay, with your team, and who to talk to, how to guide them, how to help them. All right. So thank you very much, everyone. And I really hope that I can see every one of you again very soon in the coming event. I hope that I can travel to Philippines for the first time once the pandemic has passed. Okay, thank you everyone, and do take care. And I will see you at the top. All right. Okay, bye.